Ranger.
Hi-yo, Silver!
A fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty Hi-yo Silver. The Lone Ranger.
Kimasabi.
What's the matter, Tonto?
Me see Cash Nasby back in town.
Cash Nasby. I didn't know he was out of prison.
Me see him on Main Street of Jarvis, but him not act like fugitive.
He must have received time off for good behavior.
Him free now to rob and kill again.
With his record of crime, I doubt whether 2 years in prison has reformed him. We better keep an eye on him.
When him leave Jarvis, me follow far enough to pick up trail.
Good. Let's try to find out what he's up to. Come on.
Look like Cash meet other riders here.
2 sets of prints.
2 riders. Them wait for Cash here.
After he arrived, all 3 of them rode off toward Bartonville. They must be planning a holdup. Come on. Looks bad, Tonto.
Me all right. You go after Robber.
Not until I've taken care of you first. You're a lucky man, Tonto. If that bullet had been a fraction of an inch to the right, it would have killed you.
That's plenty close call.
How do you feel?
Me fine. We go after robbers now?
No, Tonto. It'll be dark soon. We'll try to pick up their trail in the morning. Your head must still hurt you. Here, take this. Go on now. Chew it up.
And last of medicine. Already we use up last of bandages.
We'll pick up some more in the town of Jarvis. I noticed this morning that a doctor lives on the outskirts of town. We'll stop there and replenish our supplies.
That's a good idea.
Tonto, you sure you're able to ride? You'd better wait here with Silver and Scout.
Me wait.
Dr. Doyle?
You're masked.
I'm not an outlaw. I work on the side of the law.
What do you want?
I'd like to buy bandage, gauze, medicine, and antiseptic.
Well, I do sell a complete kit for $3.
That's fine. Thank you.
I'll make one up. I think you'll find that quite complete.
Thank you. Here's your money. Dr. Doyle, isn't that a silver bullet?
Well, I thought it was silver.
Did you take it from a man's right arm?
Why do you ask?
Because I believe it's the bullet I fired at one of the men who robbed the Bartonville Bank today.
You fire silver bullets?
That's right. Will you tell me where I can find that wounded man?
Well, I'm afraid that would be unethical.
Unethical? Doctor, a great many people have invested in that bank. If their money isn't recovered, they'll be ruined. Is it ethical to let that happen?
Who are you?
People call me the Lone Ranger.
Oh, yes. I've heard of you. Well, I'd like to help, but I'll have to think it over.
What's there to think over, Doctor? It's your duty as a citizen to help capture criminals.
I know where my duty lies.
And all I ask is that you listen to your conscience. I'll be back tomorrow night for your answer.
Very well. I will have made a decision by then.
I'll see you at the same time tomorrow evening, Dr. Doyle. Adios.
We go now? What's wrong, Kimasabi?
I want to see what's going on around here, Tonto. Let's get out of sight.
Dad,
I thought I told you to go to bed.
that masked outlaw was looking for me, wasn't he?
What makes you think so?
I saw him from the window when he rode up. He's the bank robber who shot me.
Howard, are you sure that's what happened?
What do you mean?
Have you told me the truth, son?
Of course, Dad. I was standing near the bank when the robbers came out shooting. That masked man was one of them. He fired the bullet that hit me.
He claims he's the Lone Ranger.
That's not
And the
true.
bullet I took out of your arm was silver.
Well, anyone can make a silver bullet.
Oh, son, I wish I could believe your story, but
If you were my real father, you'd believe me.
maybe I am your stepfather, but I've been the only father you've had since you were 6.
Yet you'd take the word of that masked bandit against mine.
I didn't say that. Howard, son, I've taken care of you ever since your mother died. I've tried to be patient with you. I've tried to...
You never cared anything about me, and you know it. You cut off my allowance. You never let
I
me...
cut off your allowance because you'd been gambling.
Dad, don't tell that masked man about me. He's after me because he knows I can identify him.
If he's a thief, son, you should go to the sheriff.
If I did, the other members of the masked man's gang would kill me.
Yes, I never thought of that.
When they catch the whole lot of them, I'll go to court and identify him. I promise, Dad.
All right, son. I'm not sure it's right, but, well, we'll do it your way.
Thanks, Dad.
Now, you go to bed and rest your arm.
Good night.
Good night, son.
Tonto!
Yes, Kimasabi.
Someone came out of the house. He's going into the barn.
You think him same man who's standing in the hall with gun?
That's what I want to find out.
Him have arm in sling.
He's our man, all right.
Him not much man, him look more like boy. We follow him?
Yes, maybe he'll lead us to the robber's hideout.
Me see Cash Nasby come out of that place this morning.
Find out where he goes. I'll wait here.
Oh, it's you.
I've got to see you right away, Tuck.
Come on in.
Boy go to side door, knock 3 times. Man let him in.
Did you recognize the man?
No, but boy call him Tuck.
Yeah, that fits. Nasby used to work for a gambler named Tuck Hanna.
We go tell sheriff?
Now, we'll wait. I want to talk with this young fellow.
Now, wait a minute, kid. Are you sure your old man believed the story you told him?
I think so.
Why didn't you shoot the masked man when you saw him from the window?
I can't shoot straight with my left arm, Cash.
At least you could have followed him, found out where he's camped.
I couldn't leave the house till Dad was asleep.
You yeller.
Well, at least I didn't weasel out of the hole this afternoon like you did.
I couldn't ride on account of my back, and you know it. Shut up. Both of you. Boss, this Lone Ranger sent me to prison once before. I think we ought to clear out.
He jailed me once, too, but it was pure luck.
Well, he's been lucky once too often to suit me.
With that bank money hidden in the mountains, he hasn't anything on us.
Well, what if Doyle tells the kid when he comes back into town tomorrow night?
When that masked man shows up tomorrow night, we'll be waiting for him.
You mean we ambush him?
Yeah. We're going to use the kid's house.
No!
What's eating you?
I took part in this holdup because you agreed to tear up my gambling IOUs, but I'm not getting mixed up in a murder.
You're in this whether you like it or not.
I'm not going to. Oh, you're breaking my arm.
I'll break worse than that if you don't string along with us.
Please, I'll do what you say.
That's better. And if you try any kind of a double cross, we'll come after you and your old man. Now listen, all of you. Tomorrow afternoon, I'll get Doc Doyle out of the house. As soon as he's gone, the kid's going to let you in. Then you hide. And when it's dark and the masked man shows up...
Here he comes now. You know what to do.
The masked man.
Get down and don't try anything.
What are you going to do?
That depends on how truthfully you answer my questions. What's your name?
Howard Doyle?
The doctor's son?
His stepson. Please, mister,
You're one of the gang who robbed the Bartonville Bank, aren't you?
Well,
Why did you do it, Howard?
Why don't you leave me alone? You have no right to question me like this. Leave me alone. Leave me alone!
Howard, don't you know that if you committed that robbery, you'll never be entirely free from questions again? Perhaps they'll come from the law, or perhaps they'll come from men like me. But worst of all, they'll come from your own conscience. You'll never be able to escape them.
Maybe I found that out already, mister.
Why did you rob that bank, Howard?
I had to. It was the only way I could pay off my gambling debts, without Dad finding out. I didn't know what else to do.
Why you not try to face things like man instead of...
You don't know Dad. He'd never have forgiven me.
Do you think he'd be more apt to forgive you now that you're a thief?
I've made a mess of everything.
Who robbed bank with you?
I can't tell you that.
Are you afraid to tell, Howard?
Maybe other men threaten to do you harm if you not do as them say.
No.
Was Cash Nasby one of the men?
How did you know that?
Maybe Tuck Hanna, other men.
Please, mister. You don't know what you're getting me into. They'll kill Dad and me both.
Let me tell you a secret, Howard. Crooks like Tuck Hanna and Cash Nasby always rule through fear. So long as people won't stand up against them, they'll go on winning.
I can't stop them.
Can't you? Your testimony against them, together with the evidence of the stolen money, will put them behind bars for 20 years.
Stolen money. I couldn't produce that even if I wanted to.
Why not?
I don't know where it is. That's the truth. I heard Tuck say they buried it somewhere in the mountains, but that's all he told me.
What do you think, Kimasabi?
We could turn them over to the sheriff, but unless they told us where the money is hidden, we might never find it.
That right.
Of course, Howard might be able to get the information out of them.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm to meet your father tomorrow night. Now, would you be willing to contact Hannah between now and then and find out where the stolen money is hidden? And then meet Tonto and me at your father's home?
You mean you'd let me go free until then?
That's right.
All right, I'll do it.
Good. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Yes.
Adios.
Mister, I can't do it. I thought I could, but they're planning to kill you. I went to warn Hannah and Nasby that you were on their trail. They decided to ambush you when you come to see Dad tomorrow night.
Why are you telling me this?
I may be a thief, but I don't want anyone murdered.
Even if it meant that you might have gone free?
Even if it meant that.
I see. Howard, do you really want to help undo some of the wrong you've done?
If I only could.
Let's have a talk with your father.
No!
You'll have to know eventually.
I couldn't face him.
Son, I think you underestimate your father. Come on.
I can't believe it. What did I do wrong?
Nothing, Dad. This isn't your fault.
Yes, it is, son. I brought you up. But where did I go wrong?
Well, that's hard to say, sir. Perhaps because you weren't Howard's real father, you felt unsure of yourself. So you let him have his own way too much. Then, when he didn't live up to your expectations, you were too strict.
Whenever Dad punished me, I deserved it.
Were you honest enough to think so at the time, Howard?
No, I guess not. Now that it's too late, I realize a lot of things.
It isn't too late, son. We'll face this together.
You mean you'll stand by me?
Of course. Will he have to go to prison?
Well, that'll be up to the jury, Doctor. But if through his help we capture the outlaws and recover the stolen money, I'm sure they'll take that into consideration.
Well, what do you want us to do?
Well, Tonto's bedding the horses down in your barn. If you'll permit us, we'd like to spend the night.
Of course. There's some extra beds in the next room.
Good. We'll stay hidden, and then when the outlaws arrive, we'll have a surprise for them. It's Tuck Hanna.
I didn't think he'd come himself.
Come on, into the back room.
Hello, Doc. You'll have to come right away. One of my dealers is sick.
What's the matter with him?
I don't know. Some sort of a fit. I didn't think he should be moved.
I'll get my bag. He says one of his dealers is sick.
Don't go with him. He's a killer. And if he gets suspicious, he wouldn't hesitate
I'll be all right, son.
We'd better not take any chances. You have a gun?
Yes, but it's upstairs.
Take one of mine.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Let's go.
If anything happens to Dad, I'll never forgive myself.
Tuck has no reason to suspect anything. Tonto, tie Howard in this chair.
Well, so far, so good.
How's he going to keep the doc away such a long time? Not him getting suspicious.
Well, for one thing, the buggy's rigged to break down the way into town. Come on.
Come in.
What's going on here?
I couldn't help it. He had a gun on me. They sneaked in the minute Dad left. And...
You're not Tuck. What kind of a stunt is this?
All right, you two, in those chairs. Tonto, tie them up.
What's this all about?
When I was here last night, I noticed the shadow of a man in the hall. I purposely let him hear me make a date to return. You two walked right into the trap.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
You came here to kill me.
Why should we? We got nothing against you.
You will have.
What do you mean by that?
You're going to tell me where you hid the stolen money from the Bartonville Bank. Then we're turning you two over to the sheriff.
Of all the rotten luck. Give me a hand, will you, Doc?
Certainly.
Since when you started carrying a gun, Doc?
Oh, I often carry one.
Pretty fancy shooting iron for you to be toting around.
Well, it was given to me.
Seems like I've seen this before. Who gave it to you?
A friend?
Yeah. He shoots silver bullets and wears a mask, doesn't he?
I don't understand.
I do. You're in on some kind of a double cross.
We'll give you one more chance. Where's the money?
You're wasting your time, Ranger.
Gag them, Tonto. We'll take the boy first.
What are you going to do?
We're going to make you talk.
I don't know where it is. Honest, I don't.
Don't lie to me.
Don't hit me again, please. I don't know where the money is. You've got to...
Boy, talk soon. You wait.
You're going to talk?
I don't know anything. Honest, they didn't tell me.
He's being obstinate. You'd better take over, Tonto.
Me glad to. Let's make him talk. Hold his head, Commissary.
That's enough ketchup.
You tell where money hidden.
I don't know, I tell you. I never...
That wasn't such a good idea, Tonto. He's fainted.
Then we question other crooks.
All right. Help me with this one. Which one will it be?
This one looked like good talker.
No, I'll talk. I'll tell you everything. But just keep that engine away from me.
Where's the money?
It was burned on an oak tree at the entrance to Granite Pass. A green-looking stone marks the exact spot.
I hope you told the truth. I'll stay here, Tonto, while you go for the money.
Let me ride to Granite Pass.
It may seem like an unnecessary precaution, but you've said all I want to hear. We'll sit and wait for Tonto to come back with the money.
Put your hands up. If you're waiting for Tonto, you have a long wait.
What'd you do to him?
I knocked him out. But I'll fix him good as soon as I've taken care of you. Put your gun on the table.
The law will catch up with you.
You let me worry about the law.
Where's my father?
He's not hurt bad. He'll be all right.
It better be. As soon as we tie him, I'll find Tonto and your father.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye, and I must say, when you take on a job, you really make a clean sweep of it. You not only capture the bank robbers or cover the stolen money, but you even managed to help straighten the two of us out.
I'm afraid Howard will still have to stand trial.
Well, Sheriff Hazen is sure he'll get a light sentence because he helped capture the others.
He didn't even make us put up bail.
Well, Howard, I'm glad things turned out so well. Goodbye, son.
Goodbye, sir. I'll never be able to thank you.
Don't thank me. Just be a good son and a good citizen.
And I'll try and be a better father. Goodbye, Tonto.
Adios.
Adios. I wish there were more men like those two.
So do I, Dad. Why couldn't they have stayed a little longer?
They have work to do, son. As long as there's cruelty and injustice and dishonesty in the world, there's work for men like Tonto and the Lone Ranger.
Adios, Silver!